What's up, guys? Tony Rican here with my son's wrestling coach, Matt, who's gonna walk us through, me included because I've never done this before, making sushi. That's right, guys, we're making sushi today. You know what that is, right? That's awesome. So let's just go and get started and jump right into this one. So we started by cooking our rice, which now we're letting cool. What's next?
So now we have to make a mixture to make our sushi rice, which is rice vinegar, salt, and sugar.
So I'm going to take my rice vinegar, like Matt said, my salt, and my sugar.
And then we're going to make that until the sugar dissolves. Sugar and salt dissolves. Vinegar will make that happen. And then we're going to take that and we're going to fold it into the rice. And it's going to give you that flavor, the sushi flavor. Sushi rice flavor.
Now with my rice, sugar, and salt mixture, I went ahead, I put that on the stovetop just to heat it up to help that dissolve. You don't want this to boil, you just want everything to dissolve. Once that's dissolved, what we've been doing is we've been taking a ladle at a time, putting it over our rice, and just mixing that in. Once I have it nicely coated, we're going to go ahead, add more rice, add another ladle, and just keep mixing this together till we've used all of our rice and all of our mixture. Once we had all of our rice mixed, we spread it out on a baking sheet that we had some parchment paper on it to let it rest because we don't want to be working with hot rice. We then wrapped our sushi mat just like I showed you, and now we're ready to really tear into this one. What's next, Matt?
So we're going to prepare the sushi grade tuna, and we're going to cut it in long on an angle. Slices. I think that'll be enough for one roll. We'll take that piece and we'll put it on a plate and keep it chilled. We're dealing with raw fish, so every time we do something with our the fish, we have to wash our hands. We get our sheet of seaweed. And these sheets are going to be singular, so that means we can use the whole thing. We don't have to cut it in half.
Okay.
We're going to get the best out of this. And we want to go dull side in, shiny side out. Okay?
So, take the mat, put it under it? Or?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm sorry.
Oh.
On the top. And now we're going to spread out we're going to wet our fingers because we're dealing with sticky rice. We're going to spread this out across the seaweed. Start on one side and kind of move it forward. Don't go.
So start over here?
Yeah, and just trying to push it up. And you want to leave like a little lip at the end so that something will go over the rice.
Now how thick do you want this?
Just just like what you got right there, a little bit more.
So maybe
push it down, spread it out. Yeah,
quarter of an inch or so.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's not that hard to work with, right?
No.
And you want to go all the way up. Just give it about a half an inch at the top. We want it too ricey. That's good right there. That's actually about an inch from the top. And then push it out to that side. So next time you go and put rice down, you're gonna do a little bit more than you just did, so you're not doing it a little
a bigger
like
clump.
this. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's good. And the rice is cold, correct?
yes.
Room temperature.
Yeah. You'll get better at this as time goes on.
Quicker.
Yeah.
And remember, you have little hands, so your
Yeah,
hand
get little
full of
dainty.
this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the timer.
Yeah. My hand's a little bit bigger than what you're making, right?
Yeah, this will all be time lapse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we were not going to take 10 minutes of me doing this.
Yeah.
It'll be like sped up, so that way it's just basically, you know.
It will look like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, nobody will know that I'm like taking freaking 20 minutes to put rice on a.
Okay. So now you're going to mention that you're going to take and this is preference, but you're going to take a little bit of wasabi paste or wasabi,
So
which is Japanese horseradish.
A little more or
Yeah,
less?
that's fine. Just run our fingers across it, just for flavor. And you never even know that during this, a lot of the guys at the sushi makers, you never know that they put wasabi inside it. And now you're gonna pick and choose. Now you're gonna go with if you want carrots, you're gonna go with carrots.
So we're just gonna go ahead and fill this, and you can see for like a carrots how small these are cut. Put carrots across this thing. Same thing with some cucumber. Look how thin this is cut here.
You keep it all in one piece, and you're going to see when you cut it, you're going to see all these colors come out on the side. And you can add a little chive if you want chive. And, that's the flavor you're going to get. You're
Right.
going to get that, and then you're going to add
The tuna that Matt sliced just a minute ago.
and we're going to make that real tight inside the roll. Okay, so now what you want to do is you're going to take this and you're going to fold it once and try to keep this tight. You're going to fold it once and you're going to fold it one more time. See how it's pushing away?
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get it here, we're going to lock it in place, and then we're going to hit it again, and then we're going to pull it back and make it square, and then we're going to hit it again. And see how I tighten it? Kind of keep it in place. Well, it says I'm the pro here. This is average guy stuff. Okay, and then we're going to roll it again. So you can finish the roll. You might want to go with a little bit less water on the next one,
Okay.
or a little bit less rice on the next one, because that's a pretty big roll.
That's
So more than that, or
No, you did good. You did well.
That's a man-sized roll.
That is a man-sized roll.
Good job,
And we're
Dad.
just going to kind of tighten it down, kind of push it in, and then you pull it back. And there's your finished roll. Not too bad
So
looking.
that is the size of a California roll. So
It is. It's
good.
about the size
It's a
of a
good
California
size.
roll. And so that
just so everybody knows, I've got Rick Kenishiro, our I guess technical advisor today, sitting off camera, letting us know about the size of our rolls and fun stuff like that.
All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to have to cut this, and you're going to have to wet your knife.
So if you can't see it, I've got a glass of water over here. Take the knife. He was showing me this. Go ahead, dip it in, get it wet.
You're going to right in the middle.
Cut it directly in half, and the knife should slide through it.
Without the
Once
rice
it's wet.
sticking to it. If it does stick to it, just have a wet towel right here on the side.
Notice, no rice.
And then wipe it off, because there is stickiness there. And now you're going to take the sloppy sides, or the open ends on the other side, and now you're going to bring those together. And now you can cut these in half. What do you say? Right about here?
There should be
Preference.
like this.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
about
a little bit,
About
like an inch.
About an inch or so. I'm going to cut again.
And your wet knife again, right?
Yes, I just wet it in the glass again. My phone's going off. I think people are looking for sushi.
Okay. Just to keep going,
Just making sure.
and make sure that you keep the same.
Wet it again? Or-
Yep, wet it again. Now you should get 4 rolls or 8 rolls out of this roll. So think about where you're at right now.
I don't think I'm getting 8.
You're not going to get, so it's okay. What you're going to do is you're just going to cut off these tips. These you can flip over the top and make them for decorative. They're not going to be full rolls. You just want to make everything even when you're cutting these.
Yeah, and the inch is good because you should be able to put the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah. And then what you're going to do, you can flip these over. You get to see what your work is done.
As far as your roll. That one.
You didn't cut all the way through. That's all right. Flip again. That looks nice, doesn't it? And then these you can use just as like on the ends as decorative, or you can flip them over so they don't look so bad. There you go.
Plate.
Put these out on. You're going to take a little bit of wasabi, put it in the corner, make it look nice. Actually, they roll it. And a little bit of ginger. And you get to do this right. I'm not really good with it, am I? Put that on the side. You take your rolls and place them in the center. I think that's enough, right? Put this over here. Well, there you go. Voila.
And there you go, guys. My first ever time making sushi. This looks great. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take one of these ends. I'm going to go ahead and just tear right into this. And we're going to make a bunch more sushi. I'll film some of it. But there you go. The basics of making sushi. So go ahead, guys. Like the video. Share the video. Comment down below. Give this one a try. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time.